Well, hello friends, Large here. And I bet you're wondering, Large, you do a lot of stuff in the show. What are your favorite yoga positions to work out? What kind of things do you need to do to get show ready? Well friends, in this yoga practice, I'm going to show you just that. I'm going to be focusing largely on my lower half. Glutes, hamstrings, thighs, ankles, all those good stabilizers. It's going to be great. If you're ready, grab a mat and let's get into it. We're going to start with just some high knee hugs. Pull it in. Whoa. 1, 2. Stretch it out. Bring another one up. 1, 2. If you want, you can roll out your ankle as well. Get that all nice and juicy, warmed up. Oh. If you're having trouble balancing, you can focus on one point. Bring it in. Hold it. 1, 2. Bring it out. 1, 2. Just getting those hips all warmed up. Whoa. My glutes and everything, lower half pretty tight after a weekend of working, if you can believe it. It's like to just gently warm all that good stuff up before we get into the deeper stretches, working out what ails me. And just one more on each side. Just breathe it in. 1, 2. Stretch out and bring it back in. 1, 2. Next, we're gonna go into a leg pull up to the butt. Try to get your heel as close to your butt as possible. Just feel that good stretch. The top of your leg. 1, 2, and switch. 1, 2. Oh. Feels really good on my psoas muscles. You can put your arm out to help with balance if that helps. I like to just kind of keep it loose, loosey-goosey. Pull in tight. You can focus. You can put how much you bend with the other foot. One more on each side after this guy. Hold in tight, tight, tight. Release it. One more. On the lefty boy. Whoa. And last one. Whoa. Next, we're just going to do some overs. Pretend you're stepping over. Maybe a dog, tiny horse, an ottoman, a chair. Just opening those hip boys some more. Wow. Wow. Next, we're just gonna hinge at the waist. Just slowly flat back down. Feeling a good stretch in your hamstrings. Drop it down. Bring it back up. Head comes up last. And back down. Down. Oh. Bring it back up. Head comes up last. And then down. Groan as much as you want. I imagine that's just the back gremlins getting out of my body. 2 more times, guys. Hinging at the waist. If your hamstrings are too tight, you can bend your knees down. Bring it back up. Last time, guys. And down. Oh. Shake it out for just a second. It's very gentle. All right. Next, we're going to cross one leg over the top and do the exact same thing, hinging at the back, down. And we're just going to hang here for 3 breaths. Now bring it up slowly with an inhale. Untwist those legs, go into the other side. Lower yourself down. Keeping a nice flat back, bending from the hips, not the lower back. Oh, this quad is tight. Oh, that feels really good. Let's bring it in for 3 more breaths. Breathe in, stretch it out. Next, we're gonna make our way down to the mat. And we are just gonna start with a gentle butterfly position, opening your hips a little bit more, sitting straight up, bringing yourself down, flat back once again. You're really feeling it in these hips. I think it's the hip flexor, but I'm not 100% sure. I know there's a lot of muscles that have done me wrong this weekend. I'm not sure all their names, and I'm sorry for it. But, oh, it feels real good. Let's do 3 more breaths because it feels so darn juicy. Bring yourself back up, bring your knees together, dump them to one side, a little bit of a windshield wiper action. Next, we're gonna put one leg down, toss the other one over it, much like so. And we're gonna do a little bit of a stretch. You can either pull the knee, hug the knee in, sit up straight, and you can start looking behind you. I feel this deep in my glute, and it is just the most wonderful stretch that I've found. I'll even turn, face the camera. Well, hello there. Let's do 3 more breaths. Pull it in tight, sit up straight. I'm feeling it deep in here. I'm sure different angles you feel it in different places, but I'm targeting my glutes. Next, release those legs. Let's go straight to the other side. You're gonna bend your lower leg, take a step over it, and stretch it in there. Pull it in close, look over your back. Feeling that deep in that glute. Oh man. Acrobatics is tough, guys, especially being on the bottom. If you're not careful, it'll mess you right up. Oh. That's why this preventative stretching is so darn important. You go into it cold, oh, you're gonna wreck yourself and have a short career. Here we are focusing on the longevity of my life and my body. Oh. With a nice rain coming in, I'm sure we've held this one long enough. Let's drop it down, cross our legs, sit up straight, and we're just gonna reach over the top, feeling a good stretch in our side body here. Woo! 1, 2. Breathe in deep, release, feel it stretch even more. You want both your sit bones basically staying on the ground. You don't want to go too far. You're just feeling a good deep stretch right in the side body here. We will now release it and go over the knee that you were stretching. So my left arm was up, I'm going over my right knee. Still feeling a good stretch in the back side body here. Come up slowly, roll your head. Let's take it to the other side. Over. Whew. So tight. I never think I'm as tight as these stretches make me feel. elongate everything. Oh, now drop it down. Oh. Just about 3 more breaths on this one, guys. Next, we're gonna make our way to our hands and knees. If you have a mat, great. If you don't, steal one from Margaret like I did, just don't tell her. We're gonna start with some cat-cows, breathing in, looking up. Breathing out, and looking down, arching the back. Oh, drop that belly, look up to the sky. Back to cat. Oh. Cow. Then back in. Alright friends, from here, push into plank. Take that leg, bring your right knee or left knee to either your right or left hand, whichever knee you're using. Sit back down into a pigeon pose. Sit up straight. And then lower yourself on down. You're gonna feel just such a good leg glute stretch. This is one of my favorite stretches to do. It usually cures what ails me, which is just a ton of tightness in my lower back, my sciatic nerve, which then causes my back to get tight, and it pulls it out of whack, and then I am a grumpy bear. No one really wants that, so just sit back and enjoy this pain. Now, pick yourself back up. Tuck those toes back under, lift them up, put your toes back into plank, and then we're just going to go straight to the other side. Your leg can be pretty much, which it doesn't have to be exactly in line with the top of your mat. Mine is definitely at more of an angle because my butt is so tight. So, once you get a good position, feel it working for you. Breathe in. And lower yourself down. Oh, that's one. My lefty. Yep. That is the tight boy in my life. Oh. Oh, just relax into this position if you can. It's pretty juicy for me, so kind of breathe deep, get oxygen to that point. Stretch it out as best I can. Whew. Take 2 more big deep breaths. Last one. Raise yourself up, tuck your back toes under, lift up, back into plank. Now, make your way through so your back is on the mat. We are then going to work on baby bridges. All we're going to be doing is pulling the ants that have crawled onto me off because they are annoying. You're going to keep yourself flat on the mat, back down, feet tucked under like so. Then we are just going to raise up and then back down with control. You want to engage your glute muscles, so your lower back, and then middle back, then top, then upper back come off the mat. So you're going to raise tailbone, lower back,
upper back hold. Breathe out. It's going to be upper back, mid back, low back, and tailbone. Make it very fluid. Breathe in. Do this 4 more times. Breathe in, raising vertebra by vertebra. And back in. Go 2 more times. Close your eyes and just be at peace, feeling this wave-like motion. And then back in. We're going to hold it. Engage those glutes, the back legs. You're going to take your hands, clasp them underneath. Push yourself up even higher. And then release your hands out from under you and bring yourself back down to the ground. Enjoy that feeling of peace. We have one more exercise, my friends, and it is one of my favorites. The reclined figure 4 stretch. We're going to take our left knee or your right knee. You're going to place it on top of the opposite leg, like so. You are then going to take your hands, bring it through to the back of the leg or on top of the leg, and pull it in towards you. Pull it in as far as you would like. If you want to make it more challenging, you can take whichever arm is in between your legs and push out on that same leg. So you can take, so my left leg is on top. You take your left arm and push it into your left leg, pushing it away. I'm not quite there flexibility wise, so I just pull it in, feel a really good stretch on the outside of my leg. Pull it in. One more big breath, friends. Let go of that leg, set it back down, untuck those legs from on top of each other, go into your other side. Let's begin. Pull it in gently, feeling a great stretch on the back of your leg. One more big breath in. Release it on down. Untuck that leg. Now I'm just going to go ahead, just stretch out on my mat like a kitty in a sunbeam, as tall as I can be. One big deep breath while bringing my arms up and down. And I'm just going to melt into the mat. Close my eyes. Just let all muscle control go out of my feet, out of my knees, legs, thighs, glutes, tummy, low back, shoulders, pecs, hands are just open. Listening to the breeze, and that dove, and that baby in the background crying, and the ants crawling all over me. I'm gonna stay here for 3 big breaths. Letting everything just melt away. Come out of this, I'm just gonna move my hands and toes, getting the life back in them. Using wrists and ankles and knees and elbows, arms and legs. One more big stretch above my head, down my back, all the way down the body. Oh, come on up. Pull the ants off me one more time. And that, my friends, is how your boy Large does some sweet lower yoga. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want to find out more of our workout videos, be sure to look on our Patreon or YouTube. We have workout videos, we got behind the scenes stuff. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you guys real soon. Take it easy.